And we'll move right into the Great Basin College Foundation meeting. Carrie, would you please take roll?
Chair Brooks.
Here.
Vice Chair Ariscata.
Here.
Regent Boylan. Regent Brager. Here. Regent Brown. Here. Regent Carvalho.
Here.
Regent Cruz Crawford. Regent Del Carlo.
Here.
Regent Downs.
Here.
Regent Goodman.
Here.
Regent McMichael. Regent Perkins.
Here.
Regent Tarkanian. You have a quorum present.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We'll now move to public comment. Is there any public comment at GBC?
There is no public comment at GBC.
Thank you. Is there any public comment at the system office in Reno?
There's none in Reno.
Thank you. We do have public comments here at UNLV.
Good morning, Kent Irvin, ERVIN. Ditto my previous general remarks. From GBC's financial statement, I can estimate that 13% of the FY 2023 expenditures were for administration and fundraising among the more efficient foundations. Nearly $500,000 was transferred to GBC for program support, but I did not find an itemization in the annual report.
And prior to learning if there's any public comment through SES, I will read a disclaimer. For those who would like to call in and offer public comment, please dial 669-444-9171 and enter meeting ID 928-4944-5069 and passcode 555-555. Is there any public comment at this time with SES?
There are no online callers at this time.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see, President Helens,
Yes.
do you have any opening remarks?
Yes, thank you, Chair Brooks. Chris Johnson, the Chair of the Development Committee, longtime member of the GBC Foundation, will present this morning. And also present is our new Executive Director, Leslie Maple, who comes to GBC with a successful history and advancement. And we're all excited for the new energy experience and planning. Thank you.
Thank you, President Helens. We'll move right into the agenda number 2, the annual report, and hear from your member of the Board of Trustees. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Yes, Chris Johnson, trustee member, Great Basin College Foundation. First off, I just want to say and wish the very best for President Helens. It's been great to have her as president and working with her over the years. And again, the foundation wishes her the very, very best. So Great Basin College Foundation completed an independent audit with no issues. As President Helens mentioned, Leslie Maple has joined as the executive director for Great Basin College Foundation. Hillary Baker remains as the associate development director, along with Kelly Baker as the administrative support. Contributions for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2023 totaled $1.3 million, which was an increase of about $88,000 over fiscal year 2022. The majority of this increase in contributions can be attributed to in-kind donations received, automation equipment, instrumentation program. GBC Foundation held a fundraising event this year, a golf tournament, and we plan to do that again with great success as a friend builder and also fundraiser. Distributions to the Great Basin College totaled $2.2 million for fiscal year 2023. These included distributions to Great Basin College for foundation, payroll, scholarships, capital projects, other programs, and investment income was significantly higher than fiscal year 2022. This was because of conservative investments held by NSHE shielded the foundation from market volatility as during the first half of 2023. GBC Foundation's team and board members are committed to strengthening relationships and increasing engagement with our community and donors. We are focused on several exciting projects, Mining Center of Excellence, development of an alumni association, and growth of an annual fund. Support of our scholarships and programs remains strong, and we look forward to a successful 2024.
Thank you very much for the report. Are there any regents with questions? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve the annual report by Great Basin College.
Regent Del Carlo moves to approve the report.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion to approve by Regent Del Carlo, seconded by Regent Perkins. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of accepting the annual report, please signify by saying aye or yes.
Aye.
I will vote yes as well. Those who oppose, please say no or nay. The annual report has been passed. Thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it. Moving on to agenda item number 3, the officers. Are there any questions regarding the officers of the foundation? Seeing none, we'll move on to agenda item number 4, consent items. If no consent items here are to be pulled, I'll look for a motion to accept consent items 4A through 4D.
So moved.
Moved by Regent Downs, seconded by Regent Perkins. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye or yes.
Aye.
Aye.
I vote yes as well. Those who oppose, please say no or nay. That obviously has been approved. We'll now move to agenda item number 5, new business. Is there any new business? Seeing none, we'll move on to public comment. Is there any public comment at GBC?
There is no public comment at GBC.
Thank you. Is there any public comment at the system office in Reno?
There is no public comment in Reno.
Thank you. I don't see any public comment here at UNLV. Is SCS? Is there any public comment?
There's no online callers at this time.
Thank you very much. The meeting for the Great Basin College Foundation has now been adjourned.